little life update. I don't even know how to... Essentially, I'm kind of at a crossroad at this point of if I can continue to sell and do YouTube, which ultimately what I'd like to do is do YouTube and content full time. But with the situation, I'm about halfway through my unemployment payment, and reselling isn't really giving me enough to pay my bills consistently. And it's getting there, but I don't think I'm gonna get it to the point where I'm gonna be able to do this before my unemployment payments stop. So I'm really at a crossroad. I thought between this bulk selling, I'd be able to get bales regularly and sell them to these out-of-country sellers, but they've kind of been really flaky and they haven't really been showing up, so I haven't really sold much. Goodwill changed their bale format potentially, as we talked about, so I don't know if that's going to be reliable, and even if they didn't, no one's really showing up to purchase, at least consistently, to consistently pay my bills. And I do make a bit on eBay and Depop, but not enough, like I said, to financially secure myself. So kind of at the point where I got to start looking for a job before I'm completely out of insurance payments, which means I may have to go back to a job, which makes me very sad because this is what I want to do, and I've been having such a good time doing this. I'm enjoying it so much, even though I've been like a lot tighter on money, not making as much as like I was making decent money at my old job, but I'd honestly rather have or make a lot less and do something that I want to do and chase my dreams and desires and goals. But at this point, the timeline doesn't seem like it's gonna work. We did good on YouTube, and I'm not gonna stop, but if I have to go back, I don't think I'm gonna be able to put out 2 to 3 videos a week like I've been doing, and I don't think I'm gonna get enough YouTube subs in the next 4 months to start making enough income between selling and YouTube to solidify myself comfortably, at least the bare minimum to pay my house bills and that kind of thing, let alone like I have a lot of other things going on. Like we have to redo our roof, we just found out one of our doors is leaking and like rotting one of our rooms, just all the fun stuff of home ownership. So like between having the bare minimum money to pay the bills and the mortgage, and then the money on top to like upkeep the house, I either need to figure out something. I have an app that I developed for building maintenance that I've been trying to promote and stuff on the off time too. That's also been taking a lot of my time, and I just haven't been able to get anyone to sign up. A lot of people like the idea, but no one is actually committing to it. So ideally, if I can make a little bit of money reselling, a little bit on my app and a little bit on YouTube, I could do that and continue making the content, which is ultimately what I want to do, but it's not looking great. So I'm trying to kick around ideas on maybe starting a Patreon or something that could maybe help me prolong going back to a full-time job and maybe give me a little bit more time to continue selling and getting my situation figured out, or YouTube. But I don't expect anyone to sign up for it, and even like if I was to get every one of my YouTube subs to sign up for it at like $5, it still wouldn't be enough to do it full-time, which I don't expect anyone to pay ever. But even if they did, it's still, I don't think, like with all the little like side incomes and Patreon and all these little YouTube reselling, I don't think it would be enough to steadily cover everything, and then I would also need something in my Patreon to offer. So there's a lot of things going on right now. I don't know what the future is going to hold for the YouTube channel and reselling. The other crappy thing that I want to talk about is like the job that I had in the back burner that would maybe give me the most time and would be work from home, and the most amount of time to like still continue to do this because it was work from home, potentially is not going to exist anymore, and they ran out of work and they don't think they're going to be able to provide the position anymore. So even my backup plans are starting to fail, which is not good. I was so optimistic, and like I still am, but and like I don't know, just running your business and trying to like work for yourself, there's a lot of ups and downs. Like the start of it was so good, I was on top of the world, and I still am. I'm still grateful for the experience, and I'm still like optimistic that it can happen one day and do YouTube full time and reselling. But now that I'm kind of like halfway through my short-term plans, I don't know kind of what's next. I think YouTube's gonna have to slow down, and I'm gonna have to go back, as much as I really do not want to, because I did not like my job that much, and like it's just not my true calling. Engineering, you know, the corporate world was just not my true calling, where I really love to make content. I really do like to sell. I like fashion. I like the thrill of finding clothes and everything, but unless anyone's got some suggestions, or my app takes off, or I can really start to make money doing thrifting, I just really don't see where I can take this quickly to at least make the bare minimum to pay my bills. And I think I just rambled and said a lot of the same stuff, but it was very natural, and that's kind of off the top, and I just putting it out into the ether, because sometimes when you speak it into existence, sometimes things swing around and come back in your favor if you kind of ask the world, I guess, if that makes sense. Yeah, hopefully we can figure this out, because I really do love this. I really hope I can just get YouTube to a point where it's making me full-time income. But anyways, that's kind of where we're at. Maybe in the next couple months or something, I may have to, I think I'm gonna have to start looking. Kind of had my eye out, but I think in the next month or so I might have to actually accept a job and really start looking super seriously. So for now, we are going to cut the grass and finish some stuff around the house, and then film a bill break, try and knock out as much content as we can before I do have to go back, and maybe the world will hear my prayer and it'll spin in my favor. So we shall see.